Welcome to ArachnoTube. Happy New Year. This is what I got up to this week. So okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Poecilotheria tigrinawesseli, and this was a temporary enclosure that I popped her into, and obviously now we need to sort it out so it matches the other ones and it's a bit better for her, you know. I popped the water bowl out. We'll get to that in a bit. So first things first, obviously I'm going to reuse this enclosure, so I'm going to need to remove the spider. Got my catch cup, got my pair of tweezers, and more importantly I've got a lid for the catch cup. So I can see her, she's about here in the corkbark tube, so we can just, there you are, she's coming out. See what you can do, see, you can just do that, and then if you want to then just gently poke, there she is, just gently poke, and we've got a very lovely example of Poecilotheria tigrinawesseli. She's a nice big female. Very, very similar to Miranda in their patterning and their colouring. But there are a few differences, Miranda being more black and white. So you don't need to fear Poecilotheria. They get a bad reputation just because they do have quite a potent venom. But in my experience, pokies will always run and hide rather than stand their ground and bite. I'm really comfortable with Poecilotheria. I know exactly what they're going to do. They're quick and they're going to leg it. As long as you're ready with the catch cup and the tweezers, you're going to run into no problems with these. Just pop it down there. Have a good look. There she is, look. Look at that. She is absolutely stunning. I love pokies. They're without a doubt my favourite species of spider. Tarantula spider. They just look cool as fuck. And their attitudes is, I find them, they're just absolute pussycats. I really don't know where this really bad rep is coming from. Like I said, probably just because they have potent venom. And I say, when you have potent venom, you're not talking dangerous or anything. It just hurts. Now, first things first, there's an inch at the top here. I want to put an inch at the bottom of substrate, or if you're rich, Tarantula Collective substrate. We just want a little bit in there, so I can push that up and then pack the substrate in there so it actually holds it right in place, and if there's no gaps then roaches can't go behind it, and that's a nightmare when that happens. Okie dokie, so now that's in there, let's just keep getting some more substrate. Now this is pretty dry, but I'm going to soak this all down now. We're going to make this enclosure more of humid enclosure really. Right, now we need orchid bark. Now I've got a bunch of mulch and orchid bark and now then, now we're talking. Leaf mulch, orchid bark. Let's get rid of everything that's in there. Tidy water bowl. Okay, let's find a retreat. So I've got plenty of these oh shit. So I've plenty of these. I'm actually going to find a better one that's not so thin really. And then what we can do is choose. So one can go in there. Actually, should we just pop that one in like that? Now I want to give it, there's enough room for it to burrow, right? Because I'm going to be breeding this spider. And pokies, they actually do excavate the bottom of their retreats when they drop in egg sacs. So usually there'll be a big chamber underneath. It's very cool. Sound. Next, we want a pile of moss. And I like the nice green bits of moss. Alright, so we're going to pop moss all the way around the front. Like that. Keeps humidity up as well. Also helps you keep that retreat in its place. Something here that I really love is loads of like leaf litter, you know. And they're great as well because your custodians like springtails and that really love it. I'll get some. Yeah, I'll grab some pods. I've got a couple of pods that I like as well. Just makes it look a little bit better. Now then, let's get some greenery in there, is it? Something green. Normally I would put a live plant in there, but at the moment the pokies haven't got a good lighting source to be able to keep those plants alive. They all will eventually, they all being upgraded, they will all be bioactive like the Subfusca lowland tank. So let's just find a few fake plants that I've got here. I've got these ficus plants from the spider shop. Lee sent me a load of this stuff, so thanks man. And that, look, is just huge, right? So I'm not going to need all of that at all. What a lot of people don't realise is that you can actually just cut them down. Saying that, I can't cut it now. Right. And I'll spread this out so there's actual leaves in there. I'm right in the way now, aren't I? Just a nice bit of green And then lastly the water bowl. Sound? Nice super simple enclosures. You're bound to have poop up the side of your pokey tanks. They spray like, it's always on the doors as well. So it's always on the front, the bit that you want to see through. There'll always be shite on the doors. So let us pop her in. So you don't have to fear these spiders. They're big and they're really fast. And that's all you're going to need to do is literally just walk the spider in. Give her a bit of a help and she'll go slow. There we go. That is a good looking pokey. And she's found a retreat already, look at that. Straight in, good girl. No hassle, no fuss. I'm doing it barefooted. You know, don't worry, don't panic. That's when you come into trouble, right? Is when you start panicking. Don't panic. I mean, where can it go? And then we'll just close this. And she can go back on the shelf. Happy days. Thanks, guys. And like I said in that segment, Poecilotheria could get a bad rep. I mean, treat them with respect and they're pussycats. Like this. So I'm building another frog tank. The background's not done yet and all the plants are not here yet, but there's a good selection of plants. Now all this can be removed so I can sort the background and stuff out. But yeah, so I'll take you through quickly what I've got. I've got some epiphytic bromeliad. This one's really nice. This is like a... Look at the striping on it, it's lovely. I love that one. And then this is very much standard bromeliad. We're popping back. So we've got it's like begonias. We've got some wicked ferns. Like this is my favourite. It's like a dinosaur foot. We've got an orchid. We've got lots of bromeliad. There's even a dwarf monstra. Things like this. I love that. And then your normal ferns behind it. Some of these Cryptanthus species, so you know the more like the red star I've got in the other tank. Like there's your begonias. These, and you'll notice that I'm incorporating a waterfall into this one. So yeah, I'm excited. The backgrounds are coming this week. I'm actually not going to do a expanding foam background. I'm going to do an aquarium foam, you know, like a filter foam. And then that'll give a lot more room. I found when I made the background for this, the first background I did, it took away a lot of space, you know, especially on the ground level. So that's why I'm doing the aquarium foam. But yeah, looks pretty cool. This is my log. So see, we've got Magravia. This is Magravia umbellata there. On this side you've got Magravius sintonensii. Plenty of leaf litter across it. I'm going to get loads of layers of leaf litter and then have the lovely big leaves like this as a top layer. But yeah, absolutely cool. Should be finished, well, I'm going slow on this, so I'll get it all right. Happy with my other tank, mind you, but I think I can make this look absolutely banging. So thank you. Welcome to a new year. Welcome to a new start to my channel. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe and like and share the stuff. Helps me no end, you wouldn't believe. Thank you to my Patreon guys for sticking around. Thank you to my channel members for sticking around. We're back.